In the 70s, watches didn't just tick differently, they started to look futuristic. Let me explain. The space age wasn't just about rockets and astronauts, it was a full on cultural shift. From the late 50s through the 70s, everything cars, furniture, even kitchen appliances started looking futuristic and space inspired. And watches were no different. Quartz made them thinner, more reliable, and easy to mass produce, but the real design revolution came from the space age. Rockets, moon landings, sci fi dreams, suddenly designed went sharp, metallic, and geometric. Watches followed this too: squares, octagons, cushions. From this Seiko to this digital Casio, even the Royal Oak. For centuries, watches had been round because movements were round. But quartz and the space age broke that tradition, and that's exactly the story this new Casio carries forward today. And here it is, the Casio MTP B185D. Let's give it a nickname, the Ice Blue. It's quartz, has a striking geometric case, and a dial that photographs like a boutique piece. Personally, I gravitate towards ice blue dials, in my opinion one of the most versatile colors right after silver and black. Quick note before we dive in, I sourced this piece from Watchtopia, who were kind enough to send it for a review. If you're looking for new Casios, rare vintage gems, straps, or even accessories, they are fantastic. This isn't a paid promotion, I only collaborate with brands and websites where I personally would buy from, and I genuinely think they have a very well curated selection with a mix of latest releases and rare vintage gems. Link is in the pinned comment, do check them out. Now, back to the watch. The dial instantly makes it look far more expensive than it is. Beneath the mineral crystal, you get this stunning icy finish. It even reminds me of the waffle dial on the Tissot PRX, which costs almost 70,000 rupees. With this gorgeous sunburst, I honestly think this dial is so well done. Pastel dials are trending because they pop on camera, and this one nails it. It's a stunner that screams 70s vibe with a modern twist. Let's talk about the case. The case has a nice rounded square silhouette with brushed flats and polished chamfers. That brush versus polished contrast is what tricks your eye into thinking this stainless steel costs more than it does. The inner bezel frames the dial beautifully, applied beaten indices, slim polished hands, and a second hand that actually hit all the markers. All small details, but the kind that make a budget watch feel premium. The date at 3 keeps it neat, though it's a bit small for quick glances. Personally, I prefer no date watches any day for that symmetrical look. Do you see the design elements here? All scream retro from that space age. Let's talk about the dimensions. On paper, it's 40mm lug to lug, 32.5mm wide, and just 7.3mm thick. That slimness is the secret sauce. It slides under cuffs like a true dress watch. Because of the shorter lugs and a thin profile, it wears smaller than a 40mm round. The stainless steel bracelet matches the case in terms of finish. Yes, it is a little rattly, but under 6,000, corners have to be cut somewhere. But the dial more than makes up for it, so I have no complaints. If you don't want this icy blue, Casio has made other color variants as well depending on your mood. Navy blue is richer and more formal. Black is stealth and timeless. Silver is subtle, clean, and office perfect. Gold is your bold statement piece. Same thin case, same design DNA, just 5 different personalities. Which one's your pick? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about some pros and cons. Premium looking design, super thin profile, and a very photogenic dial. Cons are no loom, but honestly most budget watches have terrible loom, so I'm okay with this not having loom since it's a dress watch. Bracelet is rattly, which I'm okay to slide because the dial compensates for it. But speaking of the dial, that date window really bothers me and it feels unnecessary. In my opinion, this watch would have looked better without it. So, who is this watch for? This is for you if you want a clean, retro-inspired dress watch that works casually too. Something that looks premium on the wrist, photographs beautifully, and won't break the bank. Half a century ago, quartz gave designers new tools and the space age gave them the courage to break tradition. The Casio Ice Blue doesn't reinvent that story, it retells it in 2025 as an affordable reminder that good design lasts decades. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Comment down below which watch you would like me to feature next. Subscribe to my channel and join me in my journey of bringing back the charm of wearing watches, one video at a time. See you in the next one. Until next time, peace.